Alright guys, and welcome to today's section of this video. In this video guys, I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step process on how you can easily find equivalent fraction. In the previous video, I walk you how you can easily simplify a particular fraction to its lowest term. So right here guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how to find equivalent fractions, and there are different examples I'm going to try out right here. So guys, the first question right here we have is, which fraction is equivalent to 4 over 6? And we have four options, A to D. Now we want to look for a particular fraction that is equivalent to 4 over 6. So guys, let's simply do that. So let's simply look for the solution to this. Alright, so we have 4 over 6. So the first thing we want to do is to divide by the smallest number we have. We're going to divide by 2. So we divide this by 2 and we also divide this by 2. So 4 divided 2 will give us 2 and 6 divided 2 will give us 3. Alright, so this is it. So we want to look from all of this option right here and look for the particular number that's going to equivalent to 2 over 3. So guys, let's try this out. We have the first one, which is 8 over 10. So guys, let's simply divide this by 2 and divide this by 2. So dividing 8 divided 2, we're going to have 4. And 10 divided 2, we're going to add 5. It is not equivalent. So we go on to the next one, which is 6 over 9. So let's simply do the same. Divide. 2 cannot divide 9, but 2 can divide 6. So we look for the next number, which is 3. So let's try out 3. 3 can divide both 6 and 9. So 6 divided 3 will give us 2. And 9 divided 3 will give us 3. Alright, so this is easily equivalent to this. Let's try out the next one, which is 5 over 7. Now these are odd numbers and they can be divided only by itself. So this is not part of it. And we have the last one right here, which is 3 over 8. Now there's no number that can divide both 3 and 8. So this is out of the picture. So the only number equivalent to 2 over 3 is 6 over 9, and this becomes the answer to this question. Alright, write an equivalent fraction for 3 over 4 with a denominator of 16. So this is the question. We are going to write an equivalent fraction for 3 over 4 with a denominator of 16. Alright, so let's simply do that. All we want to do is to bring out this 3 over 4. So let's look for the equivalent fraction that is going to give us a denominator of 16. So the first thing we want to do is to simply multiply by 2. So we multiply by 2 all through. We have 3 times 2, we have 6 over 4 times 2, we have 8. So we continue multiplying by 2 until we get a denominator of 16. So let's multiply by 2. 6 times 2 will give us 12. And 8 times 2 will give us 16. So this is the equivalent fraction of 3 over 4 with a denominator of 16. So guys, this is how you can easily find an equivalent fraction such as this. Alright, so we have in this particular question which states, fill in the blank to make the fractions equivalent. Now we have this to be 3 over 5 equals to this over 10. So we are looking for this particular blank space. So the first thing we want to do, we are going to say, let the blank space be x. So let's label this as x. So this can be written as 3 over 5 is equals to what? X over 10. So the next thing we want to do, guys, is to simply cross multiply. So let's simply cross multiply. We multiply this, whereby you multiply this and this, and you multiply this and this. So we're going to have 3 times 10 equals to x times 5. Alright, so 3 times 10 is going to give us 30, which is equals to x times 5 is going to give us 5x. So the next thing we want to simply do is by simply dividing both sides by 5. So we want to simply divide both sides by 5, and this we're going to have 30 divided 5 is equals to 5x divided 5. 5 is going to cancel 5, so x is equals to 30 divided 5 is going to have what? 6. So guys, let's simply check and see if this is correct. Okay, so the missing blank space is what? 6. So 3 over 5 is equal to what? 6 over 10. Now the equivalent fraction of 6 over 10 is 3 over 5. That is, if 2 divides 6, we are going to have 3. And if 2 divides 10, we are going to have 5. So the equivalent fraction of 3 over 5 is 6 over 10. And 6 over 10 is 3 over 5. So guys, this is it. And lastly, we have this: for what value of x are the fractions x over 12 and 3 over 4 equivalent? So what's the value of x? So we have x over 12 is equal to 3 over 4. So that is what we're going to do. So we are going to look for the value of x. So all we want to do, the first thing first, is to simply do what? Cross multiply. Alright, so let's simply cross multiply. So we have x times 4 is equals to what? 3 times 12. Okay, now x times 4 is going to give us 4x, and 3 times 12 is going to give us 36. Next is to simply divide both sides by 4 in order for us to get x. Alright, so let's divide both sides by 4, and we have 4x over 4 is equals to 36 over 4. X we cancel 4, we cancel 4, we have x is equals to 36 divided 4 is going to give us 9. So the value for x of this fraction is 9 over 12. Now let's check and see if our answer is correct. So if x is 9 over 12, now let's check if the equivalent fraction is going to give us 3 over 4. So in order for us to do that, think of a number that can divide both 9 and 12, and that number is 3. So 3 divided 9 is going to give us 3, and 3 divided 12 is going to give us 4. So that simply means 9 over 12 is equivalent to 3 over 4. So the equivalent fraction for this particular figure right here is equals to this, and the value for x is simply 9. So that is it. So right here, guys, this is everything you simply need to know about equivalent fraction and how to find equivalent fraction. So right here, guys, in the next part of this video, I'm going to show you how you can easily add and subtract fractions.